Stage 2 phalloplasty is a game of plumbing. You're balancing two catheters, a collection bag, and a series of internal sensations that are the weirdest things that you've ever felt. Today we're breaking down the logistics of the SP catheter and the foot flow upgrade, along with how to survive the dreaded bladder spasms. Right out of surgery, you'll have two catheters. One in your phallus that's capped off and not draining urine. This usually comes out in your 1 week post-op appointment. The catheter that's actually draining your bladder is called the suprapubic catheter, which is in your pubic area. This stays in for about 5 weeks until you pass your voiding trials. Initially, you'll be hooked up to a catheter bag. You have to carry this everywhere, and as it fills, it gets very heavy. A little pro tip for home is get a clothes hanger and stuff it between your mattress and your box spring. This acts as a hook that you can hook this bag on at night. A little fair warning, be careful not to drop the catheter bag when you're walking, as this directly pulls on your bladder, and this is a pain that you want to avoid, trust me. Managing all these tubes is a full-time job. To make sure you have the right gear before you leave the hospital, I've created the Phallo Prep Pack. It includes a master supply list for all 3 stages of phalloplasty, pro tips and logistics in a mindset and strategy section. You can grab that free at the link below. At your first post-op appointment, make sure that you ask for the flip flow valve. This is a total game changer. It replaces the long tubing and the heavy bag, and it attaches directly to your SP catheter. It allows your bladder to fill naturally, and you just flip the valve and drain it every 2 to 3 hours in the toilet. It gives you so much more freedom and discretion. The only downside is that you do have to set alarms on your phone so you remember to empty your bladder. You also feel a weird suction and fluttering sensation in your bladder when it empties. It's a very bizarre feeling, but you eventually get used to it. The weird physical sensations can really mess with your head if you're not prepared for them. Also, managing the mental and physical toll of the catheter phase can be challenging. That's why I'm building Deepwater, the Phalloplasty recovery system. We cover the grit that the hospital manuals leave out. Join the Deepwater waitlist below to be notified when we launch in the fall. Let's talk about the dreaded bladder spasms. You might have minor ones early on. I took a bladder spasm medication for those. But the real intensity usually happens after the SP catheter is removed. When I got my SP catheter removed, the bladder spasms and abdominal cramping were immediate. Even on the car ride home, I had to stop at a gas station and pace just to distract myself from the pain. For the next 48 hours, I got these bladder spasms and abdominal cramping off and on. What helped me was Tylenol around the clock, a warm heating pad on my lower abdominal area, and pretty much just distractions. I spent those nights pacing around my house and falling asleep to movies just to distract myself from the pain. It's not fun, but it's temporary. Catheters are the most annoying part of stage 2, but they're just a part of the journey. But they are a bridge to your final goal. Stay hydrated, keep your tubes clear, and make sure you ask for that foot flow valve. Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button below. Stay steady, and I'll see you in the next one.